and over our test, every bench, to make sure you have pure and safe oils for us. So that's us. We tested the oil CPG to be pure. So we have the purest oil, essential oils in the world, because we really care about that, the doTERRA company. One thing that a lot of people think that's something new, but it's not. Like, we have in the whole history, like since in the Egypt, like even they have the mummies, they were buried with some essential oils on the side. Because a lot of new stuff, you think like, oh, what's gonna happen in 10 years? If I'm taking that in 10 years, what's gonna be the side effects? But we know, like we've been using oils for a long, long time. Even frankincense, that we're gonna talk soon about it, was given to Jesus Christ. So like it's been around us, like in the World War, was used for like the people that were getting hurt. So it's nothing new. It's been around us a long, long time, and we are using that to help us to be healthier and help. And even having a lot of ceremonies, rituals, a lot of religions too, they use essential oils too, because help with emotions and help you with your spirit to get in another stage. So now we're going to talk about the most common essential oils, the most famous ones. And with those oils that I'm going to teach you here, you can solve most of the problem on your life. Like whatever come up, we're going to have some solution here for you. So lavender is the first thing you need to think when you think about lavender, to calm down. So it's going to help you sleep because it's going to calm you down. If you have some rash on your skin, some itching, or some insect bites, it's going to calm your skin. So when you want to remember about lavender, it's going to calm you down. So it's going to help you with sleep, skin irritation, anxiety, and if you have a sunburn too, it's going to be good for you. So that's lavender. I use everyday lavender to sleep, like 4 drops lavender and 4 drops serenity that I'm going to talk a little bit about later. But if you need a good night of sleep, lavender I put in the diffuser. You can put on your, even on carrier, the coconut oil, and put on your feet, because we observe a lot from our feet, and it's going to be the whole body. So some people put in water and spray and put on their pillow, but for me the best way is the diffuser for the night. Lemon, you're having lemon on your water, so I like to take internally every day, and the detox, so it's going to help you clean. We need to remember that every day we put a lot of toxins in our body. Mm-hmm. So it's good to have a little detox every day, and it is delicious. So taking but tangerine is a good detox. All the citrus is detox. So orange is gonna detox too, and it's gonna be very good to clean. You know when you buy like a frame and have those sticks and nothing, you can put a lot of index, never come out. If you put 1 drop of lemon essential oil, it's gonna dissolve. One thing that's very important to say, it's like citrus essential oils, all the essential oils, you just can take in glasses, not plastic, because they just dissolve petroleum. That's why it's detox for us, because if you put your skin, it's not gonna hurt. Just if you go to the sun, because citrus, and if you go to the sun, make a very bad burn on your skin. Correct. And even just lemon, right? But if you put it, it's good for a lot. Even if you get a cut, it's very good to put lemon to stop the bleeding. But if you put in a petroleum things, so plastic is going to dissolve, and you don't want that, because we don't want to drink plastic, right? So just you need to be careful about that. But if you need to put it in your skin, it's not going to hurt at all. Because you think, oh, if it's going to dissolve plastic, what's it going to do for me? Oh, you can put it in your skin, but do nothing. Like, it's very good, feels good in the skin. If you don't go to the sun again, you're going to have a very sunburn if you go to the sun. But feels good for the skin. It's just because we are organic, right? If you put, it's not going to dissolve. But be careful with the plastics. So peppermint that we're just talking about peppermint. First is give energy. It's like a very good feeling that you have it, energy right away. So stay alert, relieve head tension. That's a set you put it on the temples. Breathing too, and digestion. That's a very important one. I don't like the taste, but because I think it's very strong. But some people like to put straight on their mouth. I don't like it. And we have the veg capsule. That's an empty capsule. It's very cheap. You can have on Amazon if you wouldn't like to, but it's very, like, I think it's $4. and I have a lot. You have those empty. So if you don't like the taste, you can take that and still have gonna help with digest. I take a lot when I'm hangover, because when I'm hangover, I can't handle so much like taste. So I don't want to have strong taste on my mouth. So that's what I just put. I put inside them the veg capsule, the empty ones, and I take that. Sure. And the digest, and oh, that's perfect. So you're gonna have another one for digest. And the good one too is to cool you down. So even if you have the, I forgot again that word, the menopause, you don't have the flash here, like when the hot flashes, and you can put like on your neck, or if like we have a fever, you can put in the carrot oil and put on your spine. It's gonna cool your temperature.
Preparing for something.
It's good to know. That's true. That's
so good to know.
You just have to.
Yeah,
So onward, that's the one. Like everybody was crazy with all this crazy pandemic come out because it's good for immune system. And one thing that we know on this time is you need a good immune system. So is the oil is going to support you with the immune system. Even if you start to have a sore throat, I think all the girls here already had the experience because they all already buy my essential oils. And you have a sore throat, you start to feel sick. I always put on Instagram too, when I'm about to feel sick. One day before you get very, very sick, you feel your sore throat, like starting a little bit, so you take that. Usually I put in the empty capsule, like 3 drops of on board, 1 of oregano I'm going to talk about, it's very strong too, 1 of frankincense, and I take it, and then I never get sick. I just have that feeling that I'm about to get sick, but because I take the essential oils, I have a very, very long time. Thank God that I don't know what to be sick. But if you're rat sick, that's going to help you too. Even if you have a virus, it's going to help you to do it. It's good to clean too because kill bacteria and virus. Even if people are afraid of coronavirus, if you put in the diffuser, it would kill a lot of stuff. We cannot guarantee, but clean the air too and kill virus and bacteria too.
Can I see it?
Sure. This is another one. I always take it like internally on my throat, but it's very strong. Some people think it's like it's burning, but like, oh, you never took a tequila shot. Come on.
Exactly.
Come on, it's nothing.
It does feel like a tequila. 1 drop is like 3 tequila shots.
Have you taken it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you take it now?
You can take it. It's strong. You're gonna feel
Where
burn a
do you
little
put
bit.
it? You put it on your tongue? Or?
I put on all the way under my throat, and then I drink water on the top. That's what I do. But a lot of people don't like it, and they have them capsule exactly for that. And we do have a red in capsule, like if you want to take the little drops.
Can you drop it with a lemon?
It's gonna just taste bad. It's up to you. But I take it.
Try it.
Put on your the throat.
It's not terrible. No, it's 1
Okay.
drop is fine.
I'm pretty sure it's not burning. You're not gonna die. Okay, take that deal. Just take 1.
I felt it, only 1. Ooh.
I
like it.
See? I like it too. You
It's a
like
little bite
tequila
to
and cachaça like me. Cachaceiro like me.
No, I like it.
It's like your tongue
I like
slipping,
it.
right? It's like
I like
it's,
it.
I like it. It's not bad
It's like
at all,
cinnamon,
actually. You should.
anise. A lot of people,
It's normal.
but you need to warn people because a lot of people take it and feel burned and they feel like they're dying. And another thing too, some people cannot handle spice. So those people that cannot handle like even black pepper, imagine taking that. They're really gonna feel like
It
they're.
felt good actually.
I like it too.
I didn't even need to have a chaser.
So that's T3 is a very famous essential oil. It's good too for immune system, but it's good too when you have fungus, have on your nails or on the skin. And good for the skin too, for pimples, when you have pimples, because it's anti-inflammatory, so it's gonna antibacterial, so it's gonna clean like your pimples or whatever, or if you have some hurt something, some cuts, it's gonna help you with that, and it's gonna because it's gonna clean, kill bacteria and kill fungus and kill virus too. It's gonna help with clean too. So my clean products too, even I spray like on the couch and that stuff, because you cannot really clean. I spray to clean, and I make a mix with. We have one that I call Purify, that's for cleaning, on board and tea tree, and I put some to smell good too. Like, or even lavender I put it, because lavender they say is good for traça. How do you say traça? I don't know, you know the things that eat clothes, that little bug?
The mold?
The
Yeah.
moths.
Yeah, moths. So it's good for that. Lavender is good for that.
I've heard
So
that.
Really?
yeah. So you can put
Keep saying moths.
frankincense. That's the king of the oil. It's still good for immune system. That's the one was gave to Jesus Christ. If you're not smell, it's good for your spiritual thing too, rituals, because put your spirit like high. It's good for cellular function. So a lot of people have studies, but you know, studies have studies for everything. There are existing studies that say that's good for cancer because help with cell function, so for make your cells to work well. So it's a good prevention, right, for cancer, to make your cells to work better. Don't cure, of course not, otherwise we would be no cancer anymore, but it's good to prevent and to take care of it. So it's good for everything. Immune system, like a lot of oils, it's good for a lot of things. Because like when you talk about carrots, oh, what carrots good for? Like just for your vision? No, it's good for your skin. Have vitamin C. So because it's natural, like essential oil is plants, so it's not good just for one thing. It's good for a lot of things. Because natural plants and nature is very perfect, so it's not just for one thing. Don't feel overwhelmed because you need it, but that's how essential oil are. They're good for a lot of things. Deep blue is for joint pains. So if you have hurt your knees, if you hurt your back, if you your shoulders, your elbow. So you can feel this one is very strong. It's like ice and cold. You can put just a little bit so you can feel how strong it is. If you can press it. Because that's very important. And this deep blue, when you put ice and hot on you, it's just gonna make that sensation of ice or hot that's gonna make a makeup on your pain. It's not gonna help you heal. And deep blue is gonna really help you heal. Because remember, they're saying everything actually what you put on your skin, your body's gonna absorb. If you have a bad water, everything your skin absorb. So it's gonna help heal whatever part of your body that you hurt, or knees or your back, and you're still gonna have that warm feeling, you know, ice and hot feeling that you want when you get hurt, especially the back. Breathe. It's a very good one. It's like have kind of the same sensation of peppermint, but there is other essential oils that are gonna help inflammation. So if you have asthma or something like that, that's gonna be better than peppermint. Because if you read here behind have ingredients and have like tea tree, have lemon is a good anti-inflammatory too. So Brief is a blend that's gonna be good for you.
Yeah.
So if you have asthma or something, or if you have a bad cough, that's gonna give you relief and it's gonna help you heal. So that you cannot take internally because I have some plants that you cannot take internally, but you can take topically.
You can
and
write it
aromatic.
down?
Yeah.
Just like the peppermint.
Yeah. Now the peppermint you can ingest, and this one you cannot ingest.
Got it.
This one is just topically and aromatic. That's all you do like that. I use that a lot when I work out. Sometimes I think people see a lot during my workout because when I'm feeling like that I'm getting tired and I can't do anymore, I breathe a little bit, and then I have more strain. My lungs have a little more air to do one more.
Wait a second. Let me take care. Keep talking a little bit just because I'm doing a little shots for heels.
Oh, okay. So breathe, help you to breathe better. Oh, digesting, that's very good. And is another one too that can be, what people have a lot of opinion about. Controversial. Because it's a very strong taste too, but it's really, really helpful. Like, and when you take the essential oils, you feel the relief right away. The peel is very good, but I prefer still the one when I'm really. But if I'm hangover, I cannot handle this taste.
You can.
Yeah, so it's good to have both, and it's really like, you know, usually take your tabs, go to the pharmacy when you have feeling bloated or you can't digest. You know, when you have upset stomach, you need digesting. to help you see bloating, indigestion, stomach upset. So everything about digestion, we have digesting. Oregano, that's another one that you need to be very careful about because a very hot oil. So you cannot take internally the way he took like directly. You can take internally, but you need to use the caps, or you need to dilute in olive oil, for example, or the coconut oil to cook. But you remember, when you put in the water, we're not really diluting the oil. Just spread a little bit and you feel the taste. When you put in the carrier oil, that's going to be the fractionated coconut oil. So you're going to dilute the essential oil. So this way it's not going to be as strong. When you put in the water, don't dilute, so it's still going to be strong. So you cannot think you're diluting essential oil, put in the water, because that doesn't mix, like oil and water doesn't mix. So oregano, you need to be careful, but it's a very, very powerful oil, especially if you have a virus. It's very good.
Can you cook with that?
Yes, it's very strong too, and you lose therapeutic value when you cook, because when you put a water, you lose it. But it's very strong, so you just can use one drop. Otherwise, you ruin your recipe.
Stew or something?
Yeah, you can. Just make sure you use just one drop. Some people even use, the little sticks that people use to clean teeth.
Yeah.
They put a little bit like that, just to make sure you don't use more than one drop, because it's very, very concentrated. You can smell, but be careful because it's very hot, so don't touch. But it's very, very important to have it, especially because if you have a bad virus, that's the one's gonna help you. You can use topically if you dilute in the carrier oil, that's the fractional coconut oil, or if taking the pill, like when I'm getting sick, I take the onward, I take the melaleuca, and I put one drop of oregano, because oregano is very strong, so I don't need more than one drop. But immune function with cold, infection, inflammation, virus, support health respiration function too. So if you have a cough, that's very important too. Oregano is very, very powerful. Just you need to be careful about using it because it's very strong. So now it's almost at the end of the presentation, but I always like to talk about the wild orange too. That's a citric, so it's going to be good detoxing too and to cleaning, and it's going to be a revigorating, going to give you energy if you put in the diffuser too. We have the past tense. Actually, I didn't find the past tense.
I use this all the time.
It's very good when you have, that when it's stiff on this part, you just put it, and it's a very
very
good feeling.
tense, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very good feeling.
Especially if you work at the computer all day.
Yeah.
You get
It's
that
very
neck.
good to just relax. So
Oh, this is. I love all the oils. They're
it's
like,
really good.
they don't smell like fake at all.
No,
Oh,
those are very good.
beautiful.
That's the Serenity. I told you guys. I put 4 drops lavender and 4 drops of Serenity. Even I was telling lately, because I bought this new diffuser, and I was like, oh, if you buy that diffuser, get one Serenity, and I had to buy a Serenity. Light was laughing about my math. So I have to buy a Serenity that's 35. So if I buy the diffuser that's 70, I'm taking the diffuser for 35. Everybody agree with me, Liz. You're the only one doesn't agree.